Davina, help me. With Davina MacKail. Oh, dear, dear, dear.
Well, we've got Christmas, haven't we?
Indeed.
As you can tell. So, stress,
it takes
anxiety.
Its toll, doesn't it? It
does
its
take
toll.
its toll. And it will increase our dream recall. Because we get more disturbed sleep, more worrying things, there's more stress. So I'm expecting some really good, juicy dreams today. Nightmares, maybe strange family dreams, things like that. Celebrity dreams, sexual dreams, animal dreams, all sorts of scary dreams.
I don't like the way we go from sexual dreams to animal dreams. It just doesn't sound, doesn't feel right.
But yeah, you will get a lot more disturbed sleep, and that tends to mean we get better dream recall.
And that's what you love.
Yeah, I do. We want some good, juicy dreams called in today.
Absolutely. Now, don't forget, if you want a word with Davina, it's worth saying do ring in early, because she gets loads of calls. We never have enough time. Same applies really for most of our phoners. And if you need the numbers, the lovely Kirsty has all the details. Now, don't forget, our dream analyst, Davina MacKail, is back to help more of you discover the meaning of your dreams, which we love on this show. Any specific kinds of dreams? You said we're going to hear a lot more about dreams.
Well, it's just because it is a time that, you know, people either love Christmas or hate Christmas. It always brings up emotions. And it always brings up stress and more difficult situations. And, of course, our dreams are going to be what shows us what those things are. So what we're not dealing with, maybe family relationships, stresses at work. We're still in a recession, things aren't quite as good for people this year. So that's all going to show up in the dreams. So I just think
Does food and drink have a role? I mean, I know we've talked about cheese before, but I mean, other foods...
It's indigestion.
Yeah. So indigestion leads to more dreams?
Absolutely.
So Rennie is the enemy of the dream?
Absolutely.
Well, right. And one other thing, because some of the dreams we've heard in the past have been, frankly, amazingly weird, and you found a meaning in them. Do all dreams have some kind of meaning?
Yes, I think so. I completely believe that, yeah.
There we go. If you want to find out what your dreams mean, you want to speak to Davina, our Kirsty has all the numbers. Two-thirds of volunteers who took part in trials said they'd had star-studded dreams after a late-night cheddar snack. This is nonsense, isn't it? But I don't know, we'll find out. Dream analyst Davina MacKail is back with us this morning to help more of you get a handle on your dreams. Do you go for that? Cheddar is the cheese for star dreams? No,
I just think more people eat cheddar.
I think you might very well be right. We've already thrown out the number, I think, often enough by now. We've got loads of people online. So without further ado, let's go to them. Kirsty, who are we going to do first?
Hi, Matthew. Somebody who's obviously had a little bit of cheddar is Victoria, because she's just emailed in to say, I dreamt about Matthew. We were a couple and we went to a fancy hotel spa for a jacuzzi and a mud massage.
What kind of cheese has she been eating, and how does the dream end? That's what I want to know. Oh, we never will. What is that one all about?
Well, the thing is with celebrity dreams, it's not that she particularly wants to, it's that you represent something that she wants in her life. And women always have a kind of man in their dreams that can change through their lives and that they will dream of regularly, because we all are a marriage of opposites. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us, and men dream of women. So in that one, you represent the masculine side of her.
God, dear.
Which obviously right now needs a rest.
I tell you what, I need a rest. Let's go to the calls. Who's on the line, Kirsty?
First we have Nikki, and she's on 2.
Morning, Nikki.
Good morning.
Hi there. Thanks for giving us a call. What's your dream, then?
I keep dreaming that my husband arranges a house swap.
Is that like a wife swap, but with more bricks in it, or a house swap?
Yes.
OK. What, as in you move into somebody else's house, somebody moves into yours?
Yeah, he's really, really happy about it, and I'm terrified. It's horrible.
OK.
OK. Nikki, a house represents your psyche. So there's part of you that needs to change, part of who you are. Moving to another house would mean there's part of you that needs to grow and develop, and new things are coming in your life. Your natural resistance to that, because as human beings we don't like change very much, is making you not feel very comfortable with the dream. So perhaps in real life your husband is suggesting changes that you're not very happy with, or it could just be that male part of your psyche. You need to be more active, taking more proactive role in life, and you just don't feel comfortable with that right now. But that's what it's to do with. It's wanting you to grow and develop.
OK.
And Nikki's resistance or fear of the...
Well, we all have fear of change, don't we?
Yeah,
we don't,
so it's as simple as that.
It's basically your psyche saying, this is what needs to happen, and your kind of mind is going, no, not ready for that yet, I want to fight it. And this is what happens in our dreams. What we're fighting and what we're resisting will show up. OK, OK. Thank you, Nikki. Thanks for the call. Have a nice Christmas. Next one, please, Kirsty.
We have Dean, and he's on line 2.
Dean, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm told yours is a big dream. What's the score?
Yeah, fairly. I actually, last night, dreamt about the end of the world.
Was this after watching The X Factor?
No, it was the representation of it was that an aeroplane had to fly up into the sky and straight back down again, and that represented the end of the world, and everyone knew that. We saw that symbol, and we all had to sort of get ready for the end of the world.
And did you then experience the end of the world, or did you wake up?
I saw the flash. We all got handed out sort of radiation suits, and basically we all had to take cover, and yeah, it kind of ended there.
Okay.
Hi, Dean. I like that dream. Actually, we've got similar things. I actually dreamt about the end of the world. I had 6 minutes to go before the end of the world this week, so there must be some common themes on it. But that particular, it's partly about having deadlines that are too intense. Maybe you feel very stressed.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's like not enough time to do things. It's often indicative of that kind of dream going on. Aeroplanes in dreams are often about the way that we journey through life. So, like literally straight up, straight down is a bit of a roller coaster ride for you in whatever you're doing at the moment, and you feel out of control, basically, with trying to manage and juggle all your various responsibilities and stresses.
Does this chime with you, Dean? Does that ring any bells?
Yeah, it does a bit, actually, because I'm not ready at all for Christmas yet. I haven't done any Christmas shopping, so that's probably what it is.
Do you feel a bit of stress about that in your life? Or...
I do, yeah. As I say, I hate Christmas shopping anyway. So
yeah, likewise.
It feels like the end of the world, doesn't it, to have to go Christmas shopping?
The fact that you had the dream as well, and I was going to ask you in a facetious way, is it possible that we share some kind of mass consciousness? But actually, with Christmas, we would all be, or many of us would be sharing those feelings.
Yeah, and I've got too many deadlines on at the moment, so it's like 6 minutes to go.
Would any of them involve a book about dream analysis?
But sorry?
And would any of them involve a book about dream analysis?
They might do, yes.
Good. It's about time. We need one. Dean, thank you. Let's have another Kirsty.
Online we have... On line 3 we have Simon.
Simon, good morning.
Good morning to you.
What's your dream about, Simon?
Well, it's a dream I had a couple of days ago about my late father, who's been dead about 25 years.
Right.
He was sitting down, he'd lost most of his hair, he was actually the age he would be now. His skin was a bit flaky, he did suffer from psoriasis. But he stood up and we hugged. And I said, "Hold me tight, Dad." And when I looked at him, he had a tear in his eye. And I was actually crying in my sleep. And when I woke up, my pillow was actually wet. It was a very short dream, but it just ended like that.
And did you have, just out of interest, when you wake up in the morning, quite a nice feeling about it? Or?
Oh, yeah, it was a nice feeling. I wasn't sort of... manically depressed or anything.
Yeah. No. It's just I find that fascinating.
Simon, that's a really lovely dream and reassuring. It's less about the actual spirit of your father and more to do with the wise part of yourself. When we dream about our father, it's asking us to access our wisdom. So it's about qualities that your father had that maybe you need more of in your life. It's about where do you need to be wise right now and take on your sort of like grown-up male self. Right. It's about owning that part of yourself in what you need to deal with in life at the moment.
Is there any connection to the fact that his father is the age he would have been had he lived?
Because it's like he was older, so it's asking him to get the wise part of himself, because he is older now. Yeah.
How fascinating, fascinating. Simon, thank you very much for that. Have a lovely Christmas as well. Very quickly, just before we go, the guy who strangled his wife in his sleep, in his dreams, mercifully not a very common event.
I find that story completely tragic, really. I mean, yes, it is very, very rare. It does happen, unfortunately.
But it does happen.
It does happen. I mean, people often have to, if they do have that condition or they have the part that stops, it's because we're paralysed when we normally have dreams. Otherwise, we'd all act out our dreams. And that mechanism obviously wasn't working with him. The tragedy is normally they slept apart in separate bedrooms, so what were they doing? Sleeping together. It's just a very, very sad story.
OK, that is all we have time for, I'm afraid, folks. Many thanks for all your calls. Better luck next time if you didn't get through. It is a race to get through to Davina. And have a wonderful Christmas year as well. It's an absolute treat having you here, as per usual.